What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Eric and this right here is my garage. Now in today's video, what I'm gonna do is try to remove the old plastic dip on my 2003 Infinity G35. Now I haven't posted much on this video ever since I got my other daily G35, so I wanted to go ahead and bring it back to the channel because, like I said, I haven't been doing much to it. So right now what this vehicle needs is some paint. So I do have some plastic dip that I'm gonna be using to paint this vehicle, but before I do that, I have to first remove this plastic dip that it currently has right now. So what I'm gonna do is use some dip dissolver and try to remove as much of this old plastic dip that I can, so that in the next video I can prep it and get it ready for paint. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Along with removing the old plastic dip from the vehicle, what I'm also going to be doing is installing new pillars on both sides. This one is broken right here, so I'm gonna be replacing it. I also need to install the mud guards that I've been trying to get installed for a while now, so I'll try to do that today. And then I also need to install new side skirts because these don't like to stay on there. So I have some replacement side skirts right here. So we'll go ahead and install those today as well. So this is what I'm going to be using to help me remove the old plastic dip from the vehicle. This is from dipyourcar.com. So it's dip dissolver. I'm going to go ahead and transfer some of this onto this container so that I can just spray down the vehicle. Once we apply the dip dissolver to the dip, we want to let it get absorbed. So we're going to have to wait a few minutes, and then we're going to have to repeat the process about 2 to 3 times to make sure that everything gets removed. And then after those 2 to 3 times, we'll go ahead and wash it down with the hose and see if we can get most of this plastic dip out. So I pretty much got the whole car covered up with this dip dissolver. So far, as you guys can tell, it's working pretty great. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and scrub it with the brush so that I can break off the dip that's still stuck onto the surface. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's looking so far. This stuff works pretty good. So if you have a vehicle like mine that has been dipped and the dip is too thin to remove, just do what I'm doing right here, and it will come off. So now that the car is covered up with the dip dissolver, I'm going to go ahead and give it a wash with the hose. Hopefully most of it comes off. There is still some areas on the top of the roof that are pretty hard to get off, so I'm hoping this actually removes 90% of it so that I can finish the last 10%. So as you guys can tell, it's the next day. This took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I'm pretty satisfied with the end results. It did remove about 80% of the dip from the vehicle. Now, the correct way that you guys should be using this product is with a power washer, which I don't have, so I'm pretty sure I could have gotten better results. As you guys can see, there's still some dip left on here. I think one more layer of the dip dissolver will do it fine. So I'm gonna do that right now. There is one thing that I did dislike about the product, and that's the fact that it did this to my headlights. So as you guys can see, it kind of damaged the lens. Now I am pretty sure that I can fix these with polishing and sanding, but that's something that I didn't really read on the instructions to watch out for plastics like that. I know that these moldings can get damaged, but like headlights and all that, I didn't see that anywhere on there. But for the most part, like I said, I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of dip that it removed. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up so that I can install the side skirts and the pillars, and then I'm gonna try to get my mud guards on. So FedEx just dropped off some parts here at the garage. So I got some valve cover gaskets, got some spark plugs, bearings. In this other box I have some drive belts for the G35 because they're starting to squeak and they look pretty old, so I'm gonna replace those before I sell the car. I also have some drain plugs, and right here, this is one of the rear rotors for the P11. So this should be 5 lug, if I can get it out. Alright, so that's one of the rotors. So this is off of a Maxima, so 5 lug. And I'm gonna use this along with one of these guys to complete the set. So that's all ready. Looks really nice. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, so I want to go ahead and show you guys what I've done so far. I did finish removing all the dip from the vehicle. So I started doing the side skirt, and then I also started doing this, which I kind of wanted to show you guys how to remove this. Once you remove your weather stripping, there's going to be some fasteners right here that you need to remove, which are these guys right here. Once you remove those, you're going to go ahead and just basically pop this guy out. You want to pull towards you so that you don't break the bracket, and then once you have it lifted up a little bit, you're going to go ahead and slide it off from right here. So you'll go ahead and pull it this way, and then you'll pull it out basically. So I kind of did jump ahead, but I wanted to show you guys kind of how that's done. I also kind of jumped ahead with the side skirt. So I didn't realize that I had purchased side skirts from a 2006 G35, which are different from the 2003 to 2005. So these have a little bit of a concave design. You guys can kind of see the reflection there. These look pretty cool. The only thing is that I won't be able to use my mud guards in the front because they're not the same. So I'm gonna have to look for another set of front mud guards for these side skirts. And then another issue is that they don't stay up because all the fasteners, all the clips I mean, are broken. So I need to get new clips so that these guys can stay up. So I got the old side skirts off. I'm gonna install the replacement side skirt. I wanted to show you guys these stupid clips that break on the side skirts. Basically, this what needs to be replaced when they're sagging. So there's a few of them that are broken, and these actually are pretty expensive. They're like $5 each. So for now, I'm gonna just leave it like this, and I'm gonna order some of these clips so that it hangs, so it doesn't hang and it sits properly. So now that I have the side skirts in place, I'm going to go ahead and also install the rear mud guards. I just have to basically drill on the side of the rear bumper to fit them, and then use double-sided sticky tape so that they can stay on. So I got the mud guards installed. So I just need to put some double-sided tape to make it perfect. But that's gonna wait for another day. But other than that, I think everything else is pretty much sorted out as far as like the dip that used to be on here. I'm gonna throw some pictures of how this car used to look before I purchased it and before people decided to paint it with the black plastic dip over it. So it had 3 layers, I want to say. This is black. Somebody painted it with real black. And then they painted it with red, and then they dipped it again with black. So 3 different coats of paint are on here. Hey guys, what's going on? So I wanted to close the video, but before I do, I want to update you guys. I'm not able to find those mudguards anywhere, so odds are that I'm gonna probably have to paint the vehicle without them. So no big deal. We're gonna go ahead and get it done. I'm gonna sand the vehicle off camera so that next time that you guys see it, it's gonna be pretty much prepped and ready for paint. Now, as far as the paint that I'm gonna be using, it's gonna be Plastidip and it's gonna be a space gray. So if you guys are curious, go ahead and look that up on YouTube so you guys can see how it should look. Once I have the car prepped and sand, I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on it, basically showing you guys the process of painting it. Even though I'm not a pro at it, I've done it a few times, so hopefully we get some good results with the paint. So if you guys did like this video, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Peace out.